Good morning to all of you. Happy to be with you all again. Before we start our satsang, let us please close our eyes for a moment. Feeling the power of God flowing in us through our breaths. Feeling gratitude for this moment of reunion. An opportunity to inspire each other and to have more energy and joy to move forward. Humbly bowing to God and Masters and ask them to flow through this mouth in the form of words and to flow into all hearts here in the form of love. Praying that it will be a moment of celebration. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Vunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvi Navaditamastu Ma Vitvishavahai. Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi. Jai Guru. You can open your eyes, please. Conscious of it or not, man loves challenges. Man is moved by challenges. And also man grows with challenges. When we think about this word challenges, we can divide into two types. The challenge that we search for it. Like, I want to win this race. I want to climb the Everest. I want to reach the moon. I want to be God realized. I want to calm down this mind. Consciously, we are searching for challenges all the time. But the second type is the ones who comes to us unexpectedly. We didn't ask for, we are not expecting it, and they come. And normally, this second category of challenges we call as problems, or we call difficulties, or we call misery, whatever. It's the second category normally we try to avoid. Just try. Normally we cannot. I was just reflecting today, as is the last day of this beautiful holiday called Thanksgiving Day, and connecting with this search for challenges and problems and difficulties in our lives. I just thought that it will be a great achievement in the matter of gratitude for all of us if we would be able to transform the second category of challenges, not in problems or difficulties or misery, but if we could call them all as a Thanksgiving opportunity. Would it not be wonderful if we could really be in the state of gratitude or thankfulness in every single moment of our lives? Not only some holidays, not only for a few aspects, but every single moment. And the question is it possible? Can we aim to reach such a state of gratitude? While reflecting about this, I remember one incident that happened to me in 2017. Before that, 1 year ago, I was giving some talk for one group of people from a Californian company. And the subject was gratitude. So we are discussing. And then more towards the end of the talk, one person asked me one question. Could you please talk about some personal experience of yours, of some moment that you felt gratitude in some uncommon moment or unexpected situation, or something that it was not conducive to feel gratitude? Then I was not thinking about that. So I just thought for a few moments, and then I remember the story I'm going to share with you now. So it was in April 2017. I was just finishing one Kriya program here in Brazil, in São Paulo. I was not feeling well. I was with cough, my body was weak, I was with some fever, and it was not going away after a few days. So just after the program ends on the Sunday afternoon, I decided to go to some hospital, but it was closed, so I entered to the emergency room. I wait a little bit, and then the doctor, it was a young one, he made me some x-rays, examine. It took like 2-3 hours, and then he called me again. And then he said, you have pneumonia. You have to take all these medicines. For 7 days, you'll be okay. Okay. So I went to the drugstore, get the medicines, and come back to the ashram. Next day, Monday, I was working and doing my things, still not feeling well. And then came one call from the hospital. I was not here. And in the answer machine, it was the chief of the emergency room. And his voice was not the most exciting one. And then he said, you have to come here immediately. I'm waiting for you. Whatever time you reach here, I will meet you. Say, okay. For sure, he was not missing my company. It must be some other thing. So I came back to the hospital. It was not so close from the ashram. And then his face was not also the most beautiful one, waiting for me. And he was really concerned. And then he said, what the doctor said to you? Say it was pneumonia. And then he gave medicine. And he said, forget about it. It's not pneumonia. It's much worse than pneumonia. I say, okay. What could be? And then he said, for what I'm seeing here, it's most probably lung cancer. So, yeah, it seems worse. And then he asked, had you had some lung problem before? I say, yes, a few years ago I had some lung problem. He said, please go back to the ashram and bring all the documents or the exams you have, but you will be here hospitalized for a few days. We have to do many exams because it's most probably you have this lung cancer. So I came back to the ashram, get the exams, return to the hospital on Monday evening. And then from there, I start to do a lot of blood tests and other exams. And I was in the individual room. So I stayed there for 4 days. And every day, I was pre-diagnosed with lung cancer. So every day would come the doctor with that glooming face and say, how are you? Are you okay? But sad. Say, yes, I'm okay. I'm doing okay. And then after doctor would come psychologist and say, what you are going to do? Say, with what? With your life? She was trying to say, you are going to die soon. Do your parents know about this? do you have family members, children? I say, no, I don't have. But, and then after that would come the nurse also said, so it was, for them it was a little bit shocked, but for somehow, some kind of grace or some kind of blessing, I didn't feel that I was even in a hospital. I was in a nice room, in a nice bed, with a nice coach there. And during these 4 days, I just meditate. I could rest a little more. I could pray more. And for some reason, the thought of disease didn't come to my mind. In fact, all these people who start to come here to my room that were staff from the hospital start to feel strange because this person is going to die soon because it's advanced. And he's okay. He's talking, he's smiling. I was just waiting for next person to come and show me some folders with models of caskets. It was the last thing, but it was the really strange situation. There was one board in the room on the wall with my name, with the section that I was, this was oncology, and with the pre-diagnosis, say, lung cancer. So very few people came to visit me. And these people, when they came and read that on the board, were really shocked and scared. But I was not feeling anything. So after 2-3 days, I went to biopsy in the lungs. So they had to take me to a wheelchair. I was not willing to, but it was hospital rule. So they took me to this CT scan machine, and many doctors were waiting there. And it was not so pleasant because it's a big needle from the back that has to reach your lung and to get one piece of your lung. And they have to reach exactly the point where the mark was. So it was coming and going inside the machine, and I have to inhale, hold, again the needle. It would take, I think, it took like 10 minutes, but it was quite painful. But again, somehow, I was in a different state. I was in a prayerful mood, feeling connected with my Guruji, with God. And in some moments it was really painful. And then after some time of this procedure, I just remembered that Gurudev, when he was in his last days in his bed, he was feeling lots of pain in his hips. And then he used to say, oh, so much pain. And then suddenly after he would say, oh my God, it's you, so beautiful. That thought came to me during that procedure. And then I just internally prayed to God and say, God, it's you who brought me here. I know that's you who are doing all these procedures for some reason. So if it's your presence and if it's your will, I would love to be here as long as you want. If you want me to be 24 hours here, going and coming, and this needle coming inside my back, I will be here joyfully and I will thank you. Just came out of nothing. And then really beautiful thing happened. Just immediately after I finished this prayer, immediately the doctor said, the exam is done, procedure is finished. So they turned off, removed the needle, and took me out of this CT scan machine and were taking me back to my room. I start to have tears in my eyes, not because of the pain, that it was big, but because of the experience I have had during this moment. So strong connection with God and masters. I had so much assurance that there were no doctors inside. It was my master, it was God in other forms doing this for some reason. And that gave me so much joy, so much gratefulness. And then when she was taking me back to their room, I was just very slowly, very low voice singing Jai Guru, but from within, celebrating. Maybe they thought that this person, maybe not lung problem, but there's something there. Then at the end of these moments, these 4 days, the doctor who was taking care of me came to the room and say, here is the telephone number of the chemotherapy. You have to start as soon as possible. So, should we wait for the biopsy? No, just call and start. Then I talk with another doctor, say, wait, maybe it's not this. So I didn't call and didn't start any kind of treatment. And then after maybe 1 week or so, a little more, came the result. And the result, it was negative. It was not lung cancer. It was related to my old problem that I have that was much, much less than what they are thinking. So if you think it could be 4 days of terror, of really panic, of fear, but it was not what I had experienced. All these 4 days, it was like if I would be in some retreat, having such a good opportunity to meditate more and more, to rest, to pray more, even to talk with the staffs, because after 3 days, they came and started to ask me things. Oh, I'm sad, I'm not feeling good. How do you keep yourself in this way? So it was such a beautiful experience, one of the most beautiful of my life. That could have been really extremely opposite. And I'm telling this to all of you, not out of ego, because honestly, I'm not in that level of consciousness. I'm not on that level of gratitude. But it was a blessing that came to me and a lesson. That is related to our gratitude. What I have learned from these days, strange days, that first, yes, it is possible to live. It is possible to feel gratitude and to be joyful in every single moment of our lives. If that critical moment, that it was one of the most critical ones, somehow by blessings of God and gurus, that experience came to me, it can be extended. It can be experienced because came. And another thing that I realize, more we are connected to God, more we are close to our divine essence, less we will be influenced, affected by the dualities of life. In fact, I remember just one story of Guruji. Someone came one day and asked him, Baba, how are you? And then Guruji replies, you are asking this, but I think it's not to me. You are asking this about my body. So I'll reply, as you asked. I'm going some direction and my body is going to another direction. We are just together now for a few moments, but let my body goes and let myself goes. Of course, that person did not understand that reply, but it's more or less related to what I'm saying. More we are connected to the divine, less we are identified with our body and the pains that comes out of the body. So, how can we improve? How can we move towards this feeling of gratitude all the time? How can we grow? And the answer is, we have to expand our hearts. We have to grow. And how can we grow? I remember one teaching of Guruji when he says, the more we look to the gross part of the world, of the creation, more our minds becomes narrow, our hearts becomes contracted. More we see the fault and defects of others, more our hearts contract. So we have to do the opposite. And what's that? First of all, we should really make an effort to find more opportunities to be grateful. All the time, every day, we receive opportunities, but we are blind for it. We ignore it. Just think, we are here talking, we have a computer, we have a room, I have a clothes, we have a beautiful picture of Gurudev. Did it came out of blue for us? No, someone built it. Someone did this cloth for me. Someone painted this Gurudev's picture. You are going to eat. Do you think that so many people served you? Someone planted that rice, someone harvest, someone took to the market, someone sell to you. Oh, but I paid, so what? Can you eat your bill of $1? No, someone is serving you. We are being served 24 hours a day from people, from nature, from the elements. We are being served. Do we look at it? Do we recognize it? And the answer is no, at least for myself. So we have to look more around and look for more opportunities to feel gratitude. We cannot be in that state on only if good things happens to me, I'll be grateful. Someone gives a favor. No, it should expand and we have to make an effort. Everything that happens in our lives, there are two sides, like a coin, positive and negative. Doesn't matter the situation. So we should, with this attitude, also make an effort to train our minds to see the positive. Even if it's hard, even if you have to scratch it, to search, it's there, and we have to train. And another aspect, we have to move close towards God. How to expand our hearts? To expand something, we have to put something big inside. For example, a balloon, you have to put a lot of air, the balloon will grow, you expand. What should we put inside our hearts to expand? Do you know that, of course, in Sanskrit, we call God as a Brahman. Brahman comes from the root Bru. That means to expand, to enlarge, to be big. So the meaning of the word Brahman, God, means the biggest. So if you want our hearts to be the biggest, we have to bring the biggest one in our hearts. For now, our hearts are a little bit contracted with emotions, with desires, with attachments. So God cannot be fitted there. We have to remove. We have to invite God to our hearts. And this is the process of meditation. This is the process of expansion of our hearts. Inviting the biggest to enlarge our hearts, to enlarge our vision, to enlarge our perception, and to enlarge our gratitude, to be the biggest one, to feel this every moment of our lives. Is it easy? No. We are used sometimes moving like a machine in this world, without reflecting, without analyzing, without making an effort. But we can change. And not can change, we should change. Not keep this feeling of gratitude only for 3-4 days on these holidays, but to make every day like this. And it begins now. As I said in the beginning, man loves challenges. We all love challenges. So I thought I would propose and offer a challenge for all of you, including myself. From this end of this holiday till the next year of Thanksgiving Day, it's a challenge, and I feel it's not coming from me. It's coming from the masters. They are challenging all of us. Every single day of this period of 1 year, we will try to find more and more opportunities to be grateful. And we will make a sincere effort every day to see the positive in every situation. See, it's not to be perfect. We will fail many times. We will forget, but at least we will try. At least at night before sleep, we will be with our hearts and minds tranquil to say, at least I have tried. I forgot, but I tried. And the other challenge that is being offered to all of us today, we will come closer to God through our meditation every day during this period, till the next Thanksgiving Day. I will meditate every day and I will not miss one single day. And doesn't matter if one day you could meditate just 1 minute and it was terrible, or if you meditate for 3 hours, 4 hours, doesn't matter. If we sincerely try these two challenges that are being offered to us today for 1 year, I granted, not in my name because I cannot grant anything, but in the name of the masters, our life will change completely. Our perception of the life will be completely different. Our gratitude and our love will expand. So this is my proposal for you all today, including myself. And I will ask all of you, how many of you will jump in? How many of you will accept this challenge? And do not think it's from me. Just think it's masters are inviting you for this challenge. 1 year of effort, 1 year of gratitude, 1 year of sincere meditation. And the result will be for us, for sure. Can we try? Thank you. Thank you. Masters are celebrating. We should try. Our potential is infinite. Our capacity to love, to be grateful, to help, to serve, and to be connected is infinite. We have to explore it. We have to try. Beautiful. We have a good team formed today. And just think, every day you are not alone. We are moving together in this challenge. In prayer, in meditation, in our daily efforts with eyes open, we are moving together. And the masters are smiling, I'm sure. And the masters are blessing our efforts from today. And I hope in the next year we'll be talking again, and I will listen your feedback with this. Right? Thank you so much for this opportunity to be with all of you. Thank you to listen. And before we start our meditation, I will ask you all to close your eyes, please. I read one small sentence from Yoganandaji that is related to what we talked today, and it's so beautiful. When the summer of good fortune warms my tree of life, It easily burgeons with fragrant blossoms of thankfulness. During winter months of misfortune, O Lord, may my denuded branches changelessly waft towards thee a secret scent of gratitude. With the eyes closed, but with the heart opens, let's watch our breaths. We are still alive. We are just now receiving so much. We have to acknowledge. We have to expand. Human life is so rare, so special. Why not to use it in the most beautiful and useful way? Just keep going with your breath. Oh God, help me to come closer to you in every breath. Oh God, please expand this very small and narrow heart, dry, with your love, with your presence. I'm trying, but alone I cannot. Be with me, help me, bless me. Love, gratitude, joy. Keep connected with your breath. Feel it, their presence. And please, take a slow, long, and deep inhalation. Hold your breath and bow. Exhale. Normal and conscious breath, full of gratitude. A new opportunity to be humble, to feel connected. Whatever you have in your heart, share it with God, share with Guru. Remove all that is narrow in your life, offering it to them. Be free. Make space for the biggest to come, for the sweetest to get in. Every breath is a prayer. Every conscious breath is expanding. Lord, oh Lord, let me love thee. Inhale, slow, long, and deep. Hold your breath. Come back. Sit with the spine straight. Exhale. Normal and conscious breath. Let's keep going. It's the first day of our perpetual Thanksgiving celebration. Please inhale, slow, long, and deep with love. Exhale, slow, long, and deep, more love. Slow, long, and deep inhalation. Oh God. Slow, long, and deep exhalation. Love God. Inhale, Lord. Exhale, spread love. Inhale, slow, long, and deep. Feel it. Exhale, slow, long, and deep. We are purifying our hearts and minds. Inhale, slow, long, and deep. More love. Exhale, slow, long, and deep. Inhale with love. Think of God. Exhale in peace. Love God. Inhale. Om. Exhale. Om. Inhaling, slow, long, and deep. Bring love within. Exhale. Slow, long, and deep. Spread this love all around. God, God, God. One more time, please. Inhale, slow, long, and deep. Hold your breath. Look inside. Om, Om, Om. Exhale. Normal and conscious breath. Go within. Look inside your head. It's all there. Discover your real identity. Discover that you are much bigger than you imagined. Meditate in silence, please, for some moments. Keep inside. Just a little bit of attention on your breath, but keep inside. Door of my heart, open wide I keep for thee. Door of my heart, open wide I keep for thee. Will thou come, just for once come to me. Will thou come, just for once come to me. Will my days flies away without seeing thee, my Lord? Will my days flies away without seeing thee, my Lord? Night and day, I will search in night and day, night and day, night and day. I look for in night and day. Oh God, oh my beloved Guru, oh Masters, are you change? Are you move? Are you try? Are you conquer? With your blessings, I can and I will. Help me, bless us, guide us, so that our lives will be fruitful, grateful, peaceful, divine lives. And with that, we may inspire others. We may help and serve. I thank you all for this beautiful opportunity. Praying to God, praying to our beloved masters to bless our lives with strength, with dynamism, with discipline, with energy, with faith and love to move forward, to make our lives really a life of thanksgiving, a life of expansion of our hearts. Trying to see, to remember, and to feel the presence of God that abides in all of you and everywhere. I bow to all of you with my heart full of gratitude. Om. Amen. Jai Guru. Jai Guru. Thank you so much for this opportunity and a loving week for all of us. And let's move forward together. We are protected. We are blessed. We just have to walk. Thank you all. Jai Guru.